Right, folks, welcome back. So we're gonna do probably a bit of the Rakdos Mid range. That seems to be a good deck in the current Explorer meta. So I'm really interested in how this meta is shaking out, and I'm just trying out different versions of different decks. So what we're wanting to see is how can this deck perform. It's a fast meta, not quite as fast as historic. There isn't that much power early on in the game, but there's still nevertheless quite a bit. There's still quite a bit of power. And yeah, 2 drops, wow. Quite a bunch of useful through 2 drops. Florian can be a good answer to some things. Judith, Holligan's Command. Yeah, I want to try one Ob. It's a good combo with the Dreadhorde Butcher. Do we want to go more like mid-rangey or... basically, how tall do we want to go? That's sort of my question here. So definitely we want Toadsies. Definitely we want Push. There is... in this deck we can activate it well. We would definitely want Lantern in the side, right? We would definitely want some number of Sorins, some number of Chandras. Do we get Glorybringer in this format, or is it only in historic? Oh no, we do get Glorybringer. I mean, I like that. Then I might go with 24 lands. Oh yeah, the graveyard boy. Couple of lands and maybe one Cling to Dust. It would almost always at least cycles, right? Cling to Dust. And Legion's End can be pretty good in the side as a one-off. Of course we want... Yeah, I'm thinking about something like Scrounger, Shade, Underdog. I don't know whether these are good or not. I mean, Underdog is a quite underpowered creature though. It's just not very good for anything really. Yeah. Go Blank can be pretty decent. Trespasser is a good card. Inscription of Ruin is not a bad card. I mean, Inscription of Ruin was even playable in Historic for a while. For a short while, admittedly, but still. Right, I mean, that's probably about it. The Arcanist is interesting here, because we don't have that much... I mean, if we have Strangle... Damage, player... Do we have something that deals direct damage to players in a meaningful way? Bladed Fire looks pretty good. And if we do playing Fire, then Arcanist would make sense suddenly. This is interesting. There are a lot of good cards actually. A lot of cheeky cards, a lot of good cards. I'm also thinking about some kind of exile spells to deal with deal with things the opponent might have. Creatures, planeswalkers. What could be good? I feel that I would definitely need more removal. At this point, the meta does seem to be a little bit focused on the creature-based combo decks. So... yeah, maybe just having the... was it Grasp? Infernal Grasp, yeah. I think that's something I want to have as well. Okay, so we need to make some cuts, and we also need to add a bunch of useful red lands. Do we still have basics? Here we have one basic swamp. That's okay. That's about it. It's okay. Do we want... the Harvester might just be a little bit... Harvester... and actually... Heaven League Legion is just too good, isn't it? I mean, I would rather want to have a little bit stronger threats here at the beginning, and then go down a little bit. Yeah, okay. Underdog just seems way too weak. Play with Fire seems a bit weak, and then I'm wondering, do we need 24 lands in this deck? What draws cards well? Locktwain. Locktwain does draw rather well. Should we have Locktwain rather than Takenuma? Or rather than Ruins? Rather than Shokenzan, maybe. And then, rather than have a mountain, we would have... right, we would probably want to have 3 swamps. What is a black-red looking swamp? Oh, I like this one. This one as well. Okay, so we can play around a bit with that. I mean, actually at this point we might go down one land, and maybe Valky is really a bit much. We're never gonna get to 7. I mean, optimally we should not want to get to 7 mana. And Kiki-Jiki Mirror Breaker is probably just better than the... yeah, probably Mirror Breaker is just better here. Three or less. Yeah, not sure about that. Draw 2. So, Sign in Blood is very tempting to me here. Sign in Blood is just very tempting, and I think I would want to go with Sign in Blood over one Chandra and one Mirror Breaker. Or one, maybe Play with Fire is gonna go. Yeah. Okay, and then what do we have in the sideboard again? Soul Guides, Angrath, Bedevil, Colligan, Orcus. Instead of Orcus, we could bring the Massacre. So, yeah, this, I'm not sure this always finds a good target. BW might be a little bit slow, yeah. Okay, well, let's have a look at this. I like to brew my own decks, so I know that there are many lists out there, but I don't mind just having a look at something that I come up with. And of course, I mean, I've been playing Magic for past few years. I sort of have an idea about what cards are available, but you know, I do forget about things, so sometimes the optimal deck list that you find on sites like MTG Arena Zone or on other websites will just be better. They're more fine-tuned, people have already been working on them. Hiramogu, that sounds like a Japanese name, which wouldn't be surprising given that we are in Japan. And Totsies, and yeah, we can fire up at Totsies and see what they're playing. As usual, Arena seems to give us mirror or near mirror. So what is... I mean, they have one land. The Epicure can help them to... Well, they can't play the Epicure at the moment. They have two lands, right? So they can play Epicure and then that'll dispute and discard, or... Well, anyway, let's just get rid of the Greasefang for the moment, and we can permanently get rid of it maybe next turn. So I guess what I want to do is get rid of before they can sacrifice it to the Deadly Dispute and draw some card of it, and just get rid of the Greasefang before they can reanimate it with Back for More or whatever that card is called, the white-black reanimation spell for small creatures. And we gain a little bit of life off that. They manage to discard their Parhelion, and if they top deck a Greasefang, then we are in trouble. If they don't top deck a Greasefang in the near future, we are sort of okay for at least the moment. We're gonna bring the Trespasser and get rid of the Parhelion as well. Oh, there are two Parhelions. What's more important to get rid of? Can't Stay Away or the Parhelions? Maybe Can't Stay Away is pretty good to get rid of. Yeah. I mean, at some point they will get to 5 mana, and yeah. I love Sky Sovereign. It's such a cool card. Okay, they're milling lands and fables. Sorin is coming? Totsu is coming, Totsu. They don't like me having Fable. Strange. How strange. Ouch. They found another Greasefang. Look at that. What a surprise. 2 Greasefangs, 2 Parhelions in the top 20. Okay, so we lost the game. I think Greasefang should not be in this format. I don't know. I'd have to play too much control. Yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna side against Greasefang. This is flying. This makes a flyer, and this can get rid of their graveyard. So what can we remove? We won't have time for Glorybringer in most games. We don't really need Claim, we don't want to grind, we don't need Fables so much, we don't want to grind again. We don't want to put stuff into their graveyard too much. Croxa, yeah, Croxa isn't exactly where we want to be. Yeah, not an easy game, definitely. I mean, Fatal Push can get rid of stuff that's important for them, so that's good. Yeah, just go down more of these. And just keep a more controlling core and try to, you know... I basically have to hope that we have removal for Greasefang. It's so easy to discard cards very efficiently. Greasefang must be better. What this shows to me is that Greasefang must be better in Historic than what people thought. Maybe Historic... What makes Historic... Like Kozilek, yeah, Graveyard Hate... It's difficult. I mean, it's a pretty decent hand, you know, we have the removal for the Greasefang, the instant speed removal. We have some credible threats. We have we can pressure their life total straight away. But this might just be a Greasefang meta. Yeah, I mean, overwhelmingly I play Greasefang, and if you don't have the removal against it when it comes down straight away, then you're just out of the game. Because Parhelion and the Angels swing for 13 straight, and yeah. Okay, opponent is wondering about what to play. He thinks it's a combo deck, so it's fair enough. You know, it's not straightforward what's a good hand to keep. And they might be afraid that we have hand disruption again, and so on and so on. They have to keep that in mind. So they did keep something. Okay, they have Supplier. But we have to start getting in. So we're just gonna go with that. Huh? No. We're just gonna get in. Yep. Oh, they don't block. What the heck? Oh, they want to sacrifice it to Deadly Dispute? Maybe, I don't know. Not sure. Okay. And? Let's just get rid of that Epicure. I don't want to give them an easy double block. Okay, no blocking on their part, then we're gonna start building up our presence a little bit more. That can get us a little bit extra mana, so it's easier to keep up the Infernal Grasp or to use the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. There you go. Opponent is already doing it. Is Greasefang. Greasefang almost never comes down before... Oh, they're paying off. Okay, I guess one of the ops is going to make a Devil and the other one is going to discard us. Yep. Right, that's fine. Oh, that's a good draw. Not really. Actually, not really. I don't think I want to discard many things. What I think I want to do is just to kill the orbs, at least one of the two orbs. Yeah, I guess we are fine with that. Yeah. Just gonna kill the Kiki, sure, obviously. And we're just gonna get rid of the... Parhelion. So my suspicion is that they have Greasefang in hand. And we're gonna bring out the Soul Guide Lantern as well, and we're just gonna... We're gonna hit their Can't Stay Away as well. And then just keep up the Soul Guide Lantern. Yeah, they can resolve. Yeah, I'm okay with taking damage. I should have really taken damage previous turn as well. So they're gonna discard and bring Greasefang. Wait, do they have a vehicle? They don't have anything they can bring back right now. So... Okay. It's not that strong. So we want to get rid of the Greasefang, obviously. And we want to get rid of Ob as well. And then we're gonna get rid of the Greasefang too. They're gonna block there, fair enough. We want to keep that Ob in check. Shouldn't grow too big. Not an easy match. I mean, even though we have sort of control of the board, opponent keeps top decking. Opponent keeps top decking. Oh, how many Parhelions did they have? It's 2 Parhelions. Nope. They keep top decking. Grease Fangs. It's not ideal. Yeah, okay, here. Yeah, no, we're okay. We're alright. Uh-huh. Makes sense. Sure. Sure.
My revenge will be
And I wish I could sack this to something. It would be nice, and then get rid of the Grease Fang, but the discard outlets are just fantastic. Discard outlets are just too good. Way too good. We don't want to discard any of those cards or exile any of those cards, thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Anything else, my friend? Really? That's interesting. But I think we're okay here just hitting. Bringing this. And yeah, I mean if they discard the Parhelion, we're done anyway. Doesn't matter, we can't do any. Well, we could have removed one of the angels and then we survived, that's true. Ouch, have to pay attention to these kind of details. Okay, they discarded the land. So what do they have? They must have some removal. They must have something to play if they haven't discarded. Dig up the body. Ooh, that was unlucky on their part. I'm not sure I would play that. That's not quite the card, I guess. Yeah, they were a bit behind here. Maybe one more Toadseas and one Chandra down. Op did look good. I don't want to help them to discard though too much, right? So it's like, yeah, it's almost like advancing their game plan. It's almost like advancing their game plan. Tricky. But I think Grease Fang is really what everyone must have the price on. What needs to be hunted down in order to make the meta more interesting. Ooh, we can really punish their graveyard shenanigans, but we're very, I mean, Skyclave Shade is not... Oof. They go first. If they have Toadseas here, they get rid of our Soul Guide Lantern, they're already in a good position. They are already in a good position. Don't like it much. Yeah, they have Toadseas. They had it twice, right? Both games where they started, they had it. Ay. Yeah, they didn't want us to take anything. Do they have another one? They might. They might have another one. I think I'll just bring this because I'm really afraid of them having another Toadseas, to be honest. Just really afraid of them having another Toadseas here. Mm-hmm. No, they're gonna have another land, I'm sure. Okay. Trespasser is amazing, actually. It's just such a clutch card against this deck. Yeah. But they don't have anything dangerous yet, so it's not like we really need to exile anything at the moment. Ooh, that's good as well. That's actually very neat. They don't do anything about it. Well, in that case we're just gonna go with the Trespasser. And, I mean, I guess we'll exile this guy, drain them, end the turn. Harvester is a good on-rate creature. I mean, 3 for 2 for 2 that lets you cycle is pretty good. Yeah, let's just bring Castle Locked in here, and are we gonna attack with both? Oof, I'm not sure. I'm not casting anything, so my Trespasser can become a 4/4. Right, that's not a bad thing. Yeah, that's alright, sure. Now we're okay with that. Oops, there's a Greasefang. Okay, now I have a 4/4, so you can't attack, and I can attack you. What's your plan, opponent? You don't have any Parhelions in the grave. You do have a Greasefang. But I do have the Cling of Dust. Cling to Dust. Okay, there goes Greasefang. Ooh, that's... So Greasefang is a bit annoying there. Because... I might just want to draw a card with the Cling. I don't know whether this is a mistake or not, but I really would like to draw a card. Oh wow, so I should have exiled a non-creature. I always mix this up with this. Right. Do we offer them the trade? I think we do offer them the trade. I think we offer them the trade, yeah. I think we offer them the trade. If they're okay with trading for Greasefang. Yeah, let's do it. Sure. Okie dokie. We can bring this. Is it better to have 2 threats on board than to have 1? I mean, in some sense, of course, it is. My worry now is that they can discard a Parhelion and next turn reanimate a Greasefang. I think that's their plan here. I think now they're... Yep, there goes the Parhelion. And they might have a reanimation spell for the Greasefang. Yeah, I think this is a good point to get rid of everything they have in the yard. Yep. Just say bye to the Parhelion, the Greasefang, everything. Yep. Sure. We have... we don't have enough, quite. But we almost have enough. Tricky. We're just gonna get in here. And... Are they expecting Sorin? Could they be expecting Sorin? They might be expecting Sorin. Problem is, Sorin can go down quite easily here. But I mean, they have to attack with both creatures, and if they waste their Treasure Maker on... Yeah... Waste... If Sorin goes down, it's not that horrible for us, because we can cling to dust. But the good thing is that 2 Grease Fangs are out. But we do need a bit more graveyard hate here, I guess. Ooh, they're digging a lot. Wow. The card draw ability and filtering ability of this deck is just insane. I mean, that black and red can draw and discard like this, that's... pretty interesting. Okay, they're looking at removal. What should they get rid of? They're thinking about my mana. Yeah, they're really thinking hard about the attack, right? I mean, if Kiki-Jiki comes in, that's gonna be very annoying as well. Getting rid of Parhelion is sort of a priority. Oh, yeah, it's not easy. But they also don't want, of course, to let Sorin live, because then we just draw 2 every turn, basically. For free. So, nah. Yeah, if I would be in opponent's place, I would probably attack Sorin down. Of course, I don't know what their last card is. That's not great for us. We're just gonna discard them. Oh, it does a land, so they also lose 3. It's actually not that bad. Yeah. I think we're just gonna go in. We're just gonna go in. Deal 4. Yeah? Anything you can do? I get a bit of life, and... Okay. And that gets a counter. I mean, I think here we're okay with just getting rid of this guy. And we're just gonna bring our knight, just gonna get a counter. And we have to have a pretty big shot this turn, because even if they have the Grease Fang top deck, which would be pretty disgusting, it won't be that easy to... Although, I mean... No, I mean, it's still hard to block, right? Because we also have the Hive and the Dam. And they can't one-shot us. Wow, we managed to outgrind Grease Fang. Whew! Whoa! That was a pretty tough one, to be honest. I think this was a long game, and a difficult game as well. This was a long and a difficult game, but yeah, alright. Pretty happy with that. Yeah, let's try this again. So Rakdos Mid, best of 3. My main worry here is that we have a lot of graveyard hate against Grease Fang. Otherwise, it's almost impossible to play this game, play this matchup. It also comes in sort of handy against Phoenix, which is good. But then I think it's going to be a disadvantage actually against control decks. And aggro decks as well, there might be some. I saw a mono green yesterday. So it's a nice curve, and we have the 2 creature lands. We can take a peek at what they have, so I'm gonna keep this, but I'm not sure Or is it Mono Red? Mono Red did put up some good results as well recently. So, synthesizer, this might be... Okay, let's just have a look at what's going on here. Yeah, I think Anvil is quite annoying. It warrants discard. So they're trying to hit the land off the top. Ooh, we drew 5 lands, right? That's a lot. We do not need 5 lands, no. Definitely not. Okay, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee-wee. If you can draw 2 or more other lands, I can roll 1 other land. So we're just gonna go with Bradford Butcher and start swinging him. Sadly, the opponent can deal with our Butcher quite easily with the Fatal Push. Yep, that is what they're gonna do. And we keep drawing lands. And more, and more, and more lands. Which is a bit absurd. But never mind. Lands all the way. Our opponent drew 3 lands, and all the rest is guess. Yeah, that's not great. That ain't great. That is not very good. That is many things, but very good, it ain't not. 120. Block with the kitty cat. Yeah, I don't really mind that, sure. And then we bring the other knight. The next turn we have, we have the hive activations on for next turn. So that's not horrible. And this one requires specifically food to be sacrificed. Now the devil is an issue. Oh dang, that's gonna be a lot of ping ping ping. Ping machine going off. Sure, man. Do your worst. How many more pings can they get? 1, 2? I think 1, right? Okay. I think I'm just gonna activate this. I'd really rather not have it die. And they open a Fatal Push. Ha! Freaking lucky. What do we want to go for here? Pumped Knight is one possibility. Exiling everything is another possibility. They also have the 2 creature lands though. It's a bit busted. Nah, not great. Not great. I can try and go in with my creature lands, but I can just block it, right? Although I don't think they were gonna give away their devil. And if they do, it's not such a horrible trade in the end. The cat should go. Are they gonna trade the devil or not? They're not. But they can come in for 8 now. My attack was, my attack hasn't been the wisest. Yeah, and then they can drain me as well. Ouch. Ouchie. Ouchie. And no devil attack. Really? Oh. There's the devil attack. Okay, we're gonna get rid of one of those little artifact guys. So we might lose this kind of mirror, and this was sort of my main worry, right? That I see what's going on here. I should have gotten rid of the goblin, right? Huh. Ah, right, like that. That works too. Okay, game over. Isn't it? I think it is. I think it's game over. Uh-huh. Yeah, definitely. Definitely game over. Because we do this, but they activate one of their... They are gonna activate one of their man lands and just come in and sack something and ping me. Wow, they also flooded in the end. Pretty badly. Yeah. But their setup was good enough to get rid of me. Dispose of me. And they just managed, right? Because you have to come in with the devil, dude. If you don't... Oh, you don't, you bastard. You don't. Yeah. Because it has menace. It has menace, the menace. And they also exile my boys. So they put me to 1. Yep. 2. Oh, because that drains for 1 as well. Right. Ouch! Tough. Okay, so we do need removal. And we do need a bit of aggression. And I do want to get rid of artifacts. How badly do we want to get rid of their graveyard? Not that badly in this matchup, I think. Push, Tootsies. I think we can go down these things a bit. I just don't think... Yeah, I think Glorybringer... I'll never get to Glorybringer mana. Maybe one Swamp can go and Cling to Dust, or... Cling to Dust might be good in case they find the oven, right? Ugh. Dude, this is a tough matchup. These sacrifice decks have been running amok all across Magic in the last like 2-3 years since Mayhem Devil and the Cat Oven combo has been printed. Those things are just brutal. Oh well, here's what it is. So the question is, how defensively should I play? And I don't want to play very defensively, but I think I am gonna go for the sign-in. But oh, let's see. Shit. Every single game. Hey, this is the 5th game I play, and I've seen 4 Toadseas. Yeah. It's a bit OP for this meta, I guess. Yeah, I think it's okay in Historic because there are many card advantage engines to get you back into the game, but I feel like it's a bit much here. There just isn't that much you can do to come back from a Toadseas. If you get what I mean. I mean, it's too much of a tempo swing. Too much of a tempo swing. Yeah. Someone's just sitting on stuff. Are we gonna Croxodon? Yeah, I guess we are. Why not? Still gets a card. We are using our mana efficiently. So let's use number 2. Ridge. Did they draw a bit too many lands? That's not impossible. Ay. Unlucky Witness. That's very good, yeah. Do we want to just exile that and take a peek at their hands? I think I'm not unhappy to do that. Oh, Deadly Dispute. Card. Dang. 2 more lands and a treasure. God, this is so annoying. Look at that. Look at my opponent go. Back on 6 cards. Problem is our Fatal Push just doesn't achieve too much. Just doesn't achieve that much. Doesn't quite. And they pay that as part of their. So scummy. That's so scummy. Nah, we're just gonna lose 2 life. That's okay. Yeah, we're fine. Thank you, mate.
Pleasure doing business.
We don't get any lands. Really annoying. We're facing down double ob. Yeah, we're not coming back in this one, I can tell you that. I'm not that interested in these top meta decks because they're just like weaker versions of what we had in Historic for a long time. So I'm quite bored with this kind of deck, what my opponent is playing. I mean, we've been seeing this since Outrain for like 3 years now. It's been one of the dominant decks in Historic since the inception of the format. At the beginning it was Rakdos, it was Jund, now it's yeah, sure. Now at the moment it's whichever combination, color combination. It's unbelievable. People, what's going on there? Another Omnix suits. Beautiful. Well, we definitely don't want that, but we don't want the oven either, so we're just gonna get rid of both. We're just gonna get rid of both of those things. And we do have enough to bring back Croxa, but we don't have the lands. Our deck gave us 3 out of our 22 lands. So, whoopsie. Whoopsie. It's a big whoopsie. I'm gonna keep the 2 Planeswalkers, because if anything can help us to get back into the game, then it's the Planeswalkers. Whoopsie! Not anymore. That train's gone. Really? No lands? That's it? But of course we draw the 2 4-mana cards and we have... okay. Well... right. That was brutal. That was brutal. We got stepped over pretty badly in both of these 2 games. Yikes. So we beat Greasefang quite well, but then we lose very clearly and straightforwardly to Rakdos. It's tough. Okay, what is my next opponent up to? What kind of shenanigan are we facing this time? The 1-lander, well, we're definitely not keeping that. Yeah, that's okay. It's not unplayable, but I think we need to get the Glory Bringer out of here. And yeah, definitely. Can't cast that. This is all situational stuff, so none of this is stuff that I actually need at the moment. Right. Oh wow. Another Greasefang. If they are not combo, they are not gonna... eh? That's interesting. Okay. Wow, we're drawing all our situational cards in this matchup. Wow. Just doesn't look good. Oh, people. We get pretty much land picky fucked both of our games. That's not a great way to win and get ahead. Save ourselves some life. Opponent gets triggers from the lair of the Hydra. It's totally useless against mono green. Absolutely 100% useless against mono green because it can't block. It would have been pretty good in the previous one at the beginning to pressure the obs, but then it didn't show up, so... But it doesn't seem to fit somehow with the Golgari deck. That's more controlling. With this one I have the feeling I would need to be somehow more aggressive, probably. That collector is gonna get a counter and all that. They're gonna come in, sure. I'm gonna get rid of the Pet Collector. I'm gonna claim to dust the Pet Collector. I'm gonna take 3 damage from the Spellbreaker. Never gonna draw my 3rd land. Because why would I? Why would I see another land? One of these beautiful pathways. Imagine drawing something like this. Oh, Blood Crypt, or even a tapped Dragon Skull Summit would be just fantastic, wouldn't it? Would be lovely. Haunted Ridge would be great. Oh, Haunted Ridge. What I wouldn't give to draw that card, oh my god. But I can't play any of my cards, and my opponent is gonna start drawing cards, so we're done. We draw everything but land, it seems. So, yeah, nice. Gruul is outdrawing us. Sure. I think that's very nice. Good. Okay, time to restart the client. Must have had some little major breakdown. Otherwise, yeah, sometimes my client does this where it's either only lands or no lands for maybe 5, 6 turns, 7, 8 turns, sometimes in a row. And it usually happens when I've been playing for a long time, and I think the client still has some memory issues. The memory is leaking and the file becomes too large, and somehow it affects the communication between the server and the client on my computer. And then there are these very weird runs where you're not getting any land, and it happens not just in one game but in many games in a row. So it's definitely not, just the of course there's the variance aspect as well, which kicks in regularly, but there's also this kind of application issue. Anyway, we would probably have lost this one even if we do get decent mana. Right, but what can we actually do here against my beautiful, lovely opponent? My beautiful, wonderful person of an opponent. We don't want to inflict too much damage on ourselves, and discarding them is also a wee bit slow. Cling is actually not that bad. Yeah. We don't want too much of that kind of thing either. Something like this could work. If you would draw a good mixture of lands, which tap to give you mana, which you need to cast your spells. Look at that, a starting hand with removal and 3 mana. Oh my god, it's amazing, unbelievable. The fabled magical start, right? 3 lands and 4 playables on curve. Really, really astonished and grateful. This is here just in case the game grows long and our opponent grows a larger board than they should. And I mean, I love this. We can even be efficient. Look at that. It's just good. This is just good. Very good. Opponent's gonna go shaman, shaman, shaman. Oh, very not nice. Huh. Rude boy. Look at that rude boy. I think opponent is also playing on curve, so we're gonna see the giant deployed so that it can block the trespasser. And we're probably gonna be okay with that. Yep. It's a good play, well done opponent. Ooh, we go up to 4 mana all the way, baby, I'm in. I'm in, 4 mana. Look at that game. Unbelievable. I didn't think I would see the day. Whew, spicy. Mid-range duel. Sorry, I'm talking a lot of nonsense, but it's very boring. The opponent is taking ages to make their little steps with their cute Gruul deck. That guy. I think this is one of the most horrible deaths that's sort of suggested in Magic. You know, you can hit me. Hit me, mate. Show me what you got. Do we want to kick you here? We might want to. Do we not? Do we not? Yeah, let's just do this. That's actually okay. Ooh, opponent is sitting on a spell. Opponent has priority! Oh, because of the layer of the Hydra. I thought they're making some kind of really wily, tricky... are you gonna activate it? Are you gonna activate the 0/0 layer of the Hydra? What's it gonna be, opponent? What's it gonna be? They didn't. Dang. They haven't activated it. Okay. And we get a 4/4. So next turn we can meet with Massacre for 3. -3/-3. It's pretty good. Dang. What are you gonna be up to, opponent? What are you gonna be up to? We're gonna suck that 4 damage up like a little sponge. Thirsty sponge. Okay, there we go. There we go. What's your next step? You chess grandmaster. Anything else? No. Ooh. That's pretty spicy. We lose this guy. Well, we'll survive that. We'll have the den for ourselves. Just gonna go -3/-3. Bye bye. We're gonna have get a couple of triggers, getting for 1, drain you for 1. Ah, I could have drained for 2. Silly me. Never mind, never mind. Could have drained for 1 more. We have a Den of the Bugbear, but they were, I think, prepared for something like this. Maybe they're watching my stream. Haha, unlikely. I don't know, maybe they're full of plans. What's going on there? But why have they not played anything on curve? That's really puzzling. Well, we're definitely gonna get rid of that. And to be absolutely honest, I think we're also gonna get rid of that. I gain a life, I lose 2 life, we're gonna go into a 3, drain for 2, trade for 1. And yeah, your turn. You're doing pretty fine, pretty much fine. And we still have the Den of the Bugbear activation. What the heck is that thing doing there? Interesting. Oh, that's hard to raise. That's not pleasant. Is that really Bone Crusher Giant number 3? Ah, god dang, what the heck is going on with this Bone Crusher Giant? That's a bit crazy. It's a wee bit crazy. I think we're just gonna activate this and try to flip our Trespasser. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get rid of the pack leader. Don't want it to be back in any form or shape. Oh, we won the game. Good. Nice, 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 nice. Right, 1-1. Oof, that was awful. That was god dang awful. It's very hard to play against this deck. Jeez. Jeez. What do we want even? I mean, Chandra, maybe it's effectively an expensive removal spell, but wow. Tough. Okay, so we need to get another one of those 3 lands for spell hands. Is that possible? No, it's a 5 land, but we do have the 2 creature lands. Ah, these hands are always so tempting. I shouldn't have kept this, I think. Shouldn't have kept this. This one doesn't block. Maybe this wasn't a good call. It depends, right? If we keep drawing, yeah. I love Magic Arena. If you are in the 34 to 39% range, you're probably gonna keep drawing lands. There you go. Until you drop to like 26, 28. Well, I can bring this back quite a few times though, I'll tell you that. And it won't be a problem to activate the man lands. Problem is, it's gonna happen in 3 turns, and by that time my opponent's gonna have a gigantic board. It's gonna take them about 5 minutes to get there, but yeah. Let me guess, Bone Crusher Giant of Sacred Shape. How original. Right, I think I'm gonna do this, and I'm just gonna play my Graveyard Trespasser on curve and get rid of your Canberra Elves and start draining you. Start draining you, my friend. Oopsie, no 3rd land? Continent? Oh, that's not gonna work out well for you, buddy. Let me tell you that, that's not gonna work out well for you. Because I'm gonna have my Skyclave Shape come back. And next turn I'm gonna activate one of my man lands as well. And I'm just gonna keep hitting you. Next turn I can go in for 10 with the Den of the Bugbear. With dangerous cards, such as Den of the Bugbear. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have 3rd mana, you're dead. Okay, you did. Ooh, that's one chunky boy. So what should we do here, really? We are... I think we're gonna try and be tricky boys. And attack with the Skyclave Shade. Offer a trade. Lose the Shade. Kill the Troll. Yeah, we know. Maybe it's good for them actually, but I mean, killing them with the Hive of the Eye Tyrant is a little bit slow, so yeah, it'll take a bit too much time. Alright, we're back on with a full board. What can you do? Are they gonna leave out the Troll on defense mode? Or are they gonna behave like a man and cast some spells from their hand? Well, we are very manly. We're so manly, we don't even need cards to win. We drew 8 lands out of our, what, 22? Wow. So manly, look at that. 9 lands! Woohoo, baby! Okay, well, I guess we're gonna attack into a Troll. Whatever, man. Just, yeah, we just need to get in. We just need to start getting in. They're gonna ambush our Graveyard Glutton, and that's gonna be very sad, but like, what can you do? Yeah, nothing I want to exile from there, thank you. Collected Company. Ah, cool. I would be quite happy if at least 2 of these would be spells. You know, like drawing 8 lands out of 22 in your first 13 cards, it's not a good thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm advising most of you not to do this. There are other strategies of doing well in this game, and I would advise you to follow those other strategies, not this strategy. So it's 9 lands. Yeah, of course. Don't draw 9 lands in a row. Draw, say, 6 lands, 5 lands out of your first 15 cards. Definitely don't draw 10 lands. Drawing 10 lands is one of the least wise things you might be doing. That is what I would say. That's definitely what I would say. Opponent has another Coco, they're sitting on it. We're gonna run into it, baby. Give me that Coco. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to flash into your Coco creatures. Yep, Coco's coming. Yay! But we can't do anything. We drew 10 fucking lands in a row. You do through 10 lands, and opponent just keeps hitting creatures. Opponent isn't drawing lands. Look at opponent. Opponent is a real man. Well, we are gonna take that Yana Ralph with us. Pathetic as it is. That's what we're gonna do. My only hope is that I'm gonna stay alive for 3 more lands so that I can display to my opponent how unlucky I've been in drawing this insane and ridiculous amount of lands, and that I lost the game simply due to this fact. But I mean, I'm genuinely just puzzled. The Untapped says there's a 28% probability for us to draw a land. Unbelievable. That, ladies and gentlemen, is unbelievable. It is simply astonishing, surprising, original, genuine. I don't even know what to say really, because I'm so surprised here. turns out there are other cards. I put non-land cards into my deck. Folks, check that out. There are non-land cards in this deck. I know not many of you would have believed it after we drew 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lands in a row. And the opponent top decks the perfect fight spell that they need. But that is just how it is. That's nice, drawing 4 lands, 2 Cocos, you know. If these would be, say, 2 removal spells, this would have been a creature, and this would have been another planeswalker, or some kind of spell, like a hand disruption spell or something. I would have been very content. I would have been very content with life. But it's not meant to be, as he was to discover that day. Why the fuck did I even leave this in the deck though? I don't know. Man, something weird going on here. Oh, Takenuma, of course. Dude, what else? What else? 3 lands it. Oh my god. This is insane. I drew all the lands. All of them. Sure. It just doesn't matter, you know. I mean, they have an indestructible 4/5. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna win this. We draw a land with Cling to Dust, and then we open 3 creatures. I just don't know what the shuffler is doing. But there was such a strong determination here not to give us any playables at any price. That was the main thing. It's very, very, very important for the shuffler, and it succeeded. The shuffler is not an AI, and it's not a malicious intelligence or anything, but it does feel sometimes that way. And that's just bad luck, you know. If you play a lot of games like I do, I play every day 4 or 5 games, you're gonna get variance, and this is what variance looks like. Anyway, folks, thank you so much. It's been good fun. I think the deck has legs, but we do need to draw our lands. If we only draw lands, we're not gonna win. Unsurprisingly, lands can't defend and attack and things like that. And same is very much true that if we don't draw any lands, if we get stuck on 2, we're not gonna win either. So the shuffler can defeat this deck just as it can defeat any other deck, but don't be discouraged. You're usually not up against the shuffler. I would say 60%, 70% of games of Magic are decent, and you can play a proper game. As you see here, in 2 out of 3 that didn't work, but that's just, again, bad luck, and it's going to happen because it's a luck-based game. So no reason to be upset about it. Thank you so much for joining in, and I'll probably see you again tomorrow or after tomorrow. Have a lovely day or evening or whatever the time is where you are now. Bye bye.